I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Hey guys, it's me, Lexi Love, and I'm actually doing my TBR Shelf today. Yay! So I don't have us actually in my bedroom where my bookshelf is because I have 2 bookshelves. So I just grabbed all the books that I technically haven't read yet. There's a couple more, like I grabbed as many as I could and just look. There's 2 stacks. I don't know if you can tell. So we're gonna go through this pretty quickly. So we're gonna go through this pretty quickly because I have a lot of books to get through, okay? We don't want this to be the longest video ever. So these are the book reviews that you can look forward to from me in the future. It may take me a while because I don't have a lot of time to read. Let me put on my handy dandy glasses so I can see things. You like them? They're new. Okay, so right now I'm reading Scarlet, The Lunar Chronicles. You may have seen my Cinder review. Oh my god, Cinder was amazing. So I haven't really had a lot of time to read, as you can tell. I haven't gotten very far into it, but I'm really excited and I really like it so far. I just haven't had time to read. So after that, I am going to read Cress, which is the 3rd one. So obviously the first book's about Cinderella, 2nd book's about Red Riding Hood, the 3rd book's about Rapunzel. So I'm really excited to read that one and delve more into this world that she's created, because Marissa Myers blew my mind with Cinder. I absolutely adored it. So I picked this one up. This one's a little weird. It's called Glitter by, what's her name? April Lynn Pike. So basically, like, a royal murder has happened, and then like the princess, the main protagonist, is betrothed to marry a guy she doesn't want to marry. So she has to sell drugs in order for her to like move and be her own person. And that drug happens to be glitter. Like once you put it in put it in your cosmetics, it basically makes you like a drug it's like glitter, a drug so powerful that a tiny pinch mixed into a pot of rouge or lip gloss can make the wearer hopelessly addicted. Oh my gosh, yeah, so it's just like, I'm kind of excited. I'm interested to read this. I'm curious as to what this is gonna be like. I've never heard of this author before, so I'm excited to delve into that one. All right, now we're just gonna start moving fast. So this is The Sword of Summer by the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard by Rick Riordan, who also wrote the Percy Jackson series. I don't have the cover for this anymore. One of my cats tore it up. But my fiance, I bought these for him. I love the Percy Jackson series. I just haven't had time to read these. So there's that one. Oh, my stack is gonna start going into the frame. All right, and then I also have the 2nd one because my fiance read the 2nd one and I bought this one for him as well. So I gotta read the 2nd one, The Hammer of Thor, and it's basically a similar concept as Percy Jackson and the Olympians, except now it's the gods of Asgard, which is Nordic. So like Thor and Odin and all that, and following Magnus Chase. And then there's another one by Rick Riordan, The Trials of Apollo, the Hidden Oracle. So I'm not entirely sure what this is about. Obviously Apollo is Greek, so it's supposedly following the Greek demigods, but I do believe that it doesn't really follow Percy in this one. I don't know much about this one, actually. So I'm kind of excited to delve into this one as well, but it is going to be after the Magnus Chase because I got 2 of those and I like to read books in order. Now, this one, I picked up one of the other ones. This is the very first one, if I'm not mistaken, by Katie Cross, The Girl in the Steel Corset. It's like a steampunk chronicles, and it's weird. I don't really remember the one that I picked up at a library a few years back. I just remember it being really neat, and I read like the first 4 chapters, and I'm like, I don't have enough information to enjoy this like I should. I need to go back. And then somebody sold this to me, and I was like, I think this is the first one, so I'm really excited. And if it's not, I'll find the first one so I can read this. Also have Divergent. I know I am way behind on this series. The entire movie series came out with the exception of, like, I think there's a TV series now that's supposed to come out sometime this year. My family has read it, like literally my entire family. My mom, my dad, and my sister have all read this before I have. I just haven't had time. They told me it was better than Hunger Games, and I was very much a Hunger Games fan at the time, and Jennifer Lawrence, so I'm excited to read this. I haven't read it. I saw the movie was really good, so I'm excited to see what the book is like, because, you know, everyone always says the book is better than the movie. I also have Etiquette and Espionage. I started this, I just never finished it. I didn't get very far into it. I did enjoy it though, so I need to reread the entire thing because it's been too long at this point. I just don't remember the details that I need to remember, but it got interesting, so I'm excited to delve back into that world. Hollow City. I'm probably honestly gonna put this before Divergent. Some of these are out of order. But I read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children around like summertime last year. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And then I grabbed Hollow City, and then I was just having a hard time getting into a book again. Like, I don't know why. This wasn't like delving me in. I think because I read Cinder, and whenever I read another book by a different author, I don't know why that's in there. Whenever I read a book from a different author, like, I just can't get back into that same world, which is why I have to read them in order. It just like turns me off from reading if I'm switching between worlds. I don't know why. Tiger Lily. So I'm really excited for this one. I'll actually read this after Peter Pan because I had bought this like years ago. This is the original J.M. Barrie version. It's just the Barnes & Noble like special. It's got like the pictures and like it's so just pretty and cute and sparkly, and it's the original story. So I'm excited to read the original story because I've never read it before. And then I have Tiger Lily, which is by Jodi Lynn Anderson, and as you can infer from the title, it follows Tiger Lily in the world of Peter Pan. So I'm curious to see what her story is like. And Alex Flynn said Tiger Lily is a captivating tale by turns exciting and enchanting. And I love Alex Flynn. She wrote the Beastly series. I have some of her books in here too. I also have the original Dracula, which I'm excited to read. I've never read the Dracula book. Obviously, everyone knows about Dracula and vampires and etc. And I've read books that like kind of adaptions from the Dracula story, but not the Dracula story. So I'm excited to really read this. It's by Bram Stoker. Collins Classics. I'm excited. Anyway, I also have The Shadow Kiss, which is the third book, of the Vampire Academy series. I've read both of the first and the second one. I no longer have the first one. A friend of mine borrowed it and I never got it back. I have the second one, and I've seen the movie like 8 times. So I think I only really need to reread the second book in order to be fine, because actually the movie was pretty good in comparison to the book. And it followed pretty closely. It's not like 100%, but I mean, no movie ever is. This is another one I'm excited to read. It's a teeny tiny, but I don't care. It's the Star Wars trilogy. It's A New Hope. It's the book by George Lucas. A friend of mine and I found it at a cute little bookshop downtown, and she bought it for me, and I'm excited to read this because, you know, Star Wars. Anyway, so I don't know what this is about. This is Huntress Melinda Lowe. So I don't know anything about this. The cover looks cool, and it looks intense, and it looks like it's following a strong female protagonist, and I am all about strong female protagonists. Yes, please, hand them to me all day, every day. I also have, like I said, I have Alex Flynn in this series. This is Cloaked. So I've talked about this one before. I just still haven't gotten the chance to read it, and it's like the Frog Princess story, or the Frog Prince story, if I'm not mistaken. And then I also have Towering, which is obviously Rapunzel. So that is my to be read shelf. As you can tell now, it's like 3 piles of just nonsense from me that I need to get through and read, and I haven't had time, and I feel like a slacker. Sorry. But it might not necessarily be in that order, but these are the books that I do have on my to be read shelf that I will be reading in the near future. I just haven't had time to read, and it's awful. And I also have, I'm also reading Snot Girl, the comic book series. Oh my gosh, I have to show you this one. But there's also Snot Girl, which I'm also reading. It's a comic book series that a friend of mine buys and gives them to me. I still have 4 and 5 to read. So I might do a review on Snot Girl at some point, because I really like this comic book series, and I've always wanted to read comic books. I just haven't had the money, because I don't want to spend, like, even if it's only $2 or like $3, I mean, it's still spending $2 or $3 on a book that's literally this big, and it's all pictures, and like, it's really cool. I just don't want to spend the money on it. I would rather spend $10-15 on a whole world that I can read, like something preferably like this, like big. I like big books that I cannot lie. That was unnecessary. You also can't even like see my eyes with these sunglasses because the window's right there, and I'm using natural light today because I don't have a good light yet. Why are you staring at me like I'm a fucking crazy person? Because Stop staring. Stop it. Thank you guys so much for watching my TBR Shelf video, I guess. Is that what it would be entitled? I don't really know. But these are all the books that I will be reading eventually, and I'm really excited to. I just haven't had the time, because I also play a lot of video games, and I'm just busy in general. As you can tell, I haven't had time to upload anything, much less just sit down and live stream. The few times that I've been playing video games, I'll tell you guys what games I am playing right now, because I haven't been live streaming. I have been playing Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. If I'm not mistaken, it's a PS2 game or a PS3 game that was remastered for PS4. It's very much an older style game. It's really fun though. It's like a strategy turn-based RPG, and it's very much like Fire Emblem, and I kind of like it. I have mixed feelings about it, but I kind of like it. I'm just stuck on this giant fucking tank that keeps wiping out all of my people, and it sucks, and I keep getting stuck. And it makes me want to cry. But I'm also playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which I'm probably going to play a bit more of today, since I did 2 videos, and I'm sorry, I need to live stream. I know I haven't done my Butchie Kunari playthrough. I really haven't touched my Tomb Raider playthrough in a long ass time. And then Mass Effect Andromeda comes out in 2 months, so I'm really slack-lacking. But I will have Mass Effect Andromeda. Like, if I have to go stand out in the middle of the night after working in school all day, like, at midnight just to get that fucking game so I can be the first person to live stream, you bet your ass that I will be there, sitting there, sleep deprived as fuck, monster in hand, ready to go, even if I got work the next morning. Yeah. Alrighty, but that was the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you really liked it, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me whatever you want. Tell me your deepest, darkest secret. No, I don't care. You don't have to tell me. I don't care. Or do I? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my dumb video. Bye! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my to be read book review. What? Is that a thing? Because it's not.